90s. You think about some of the new people you met, maybe old people you reconnected with, and it's all around this idea of helping others. There is no higher calling. Janet Reno once said, I think lawyers who engage in pro bono service to protect those who cannot help themselves are truly the heroes and heroines of the legal profession. The heroes and heroines of the legal profession, which means you met heroes, you met heroes in the legal profession. You are heroes, and you are heroes. So first, let's give up to a round of applause. The LGBTQ is delighted to recognize the winners of the 2023 Beacon of Justice Awards for their 2022 pro bono work and other efforts addressing issues related to LGBTQ plus rights and gender-based equity issues that intersect with racial equality. These firms provided pro bono legal assistance to families, individuals, organizations, community groups, and others. 21 law firms qualified this year, showing the depth of commitment of the private bar to these challenging issues. Their contributions are varied and encompass complex legal cases and initiatives across a number of fields. Again, we're talking about heroes and heroines of the legal profession. Please turn your attention to a screen or TV near you for a brief introductory film about this year's awardees.
Hello, everyone. Hope all are doing well. Wilson Sonsini is honored to receive the Beacon of Justice Award for 2023, the third year in a row, and to be recognized as a firm that is dedicated to intentional inclusivity and intersectionality with our pro bono and community service work, particularly as focused on LGBTQ plus rights and gender equity.
Wilmer Hale is so honored to be recognized by the association this evening. We're also very proud of the work that we do to advance the cause of reproductive justice and LGBTQ plus rights.
This award highlights the important and impactful work that firms like ours are undertaking in this space.
Here at the firm, we are proud that in 2022 alone, we billed over 20,000 hours to pro bono matters. Many of those were in the LGBTQ plus space, where we represented individuals and were fortunate to be able to have an incredible impact on their lived experiences in their lives.
Akin took this case because we really believe in pro bono work, in fighting against racial injustice, and standing with our partners like the LDF.
When I first met Roxanne and the lawyers at Akin, it was like a breath of fresh air. They really cared about me and how I was feeling and how I was processing this entire situation.
Recently, lawyers, including myself at King and Spalding, were very happy to reflect back and talk about two important victories that we've had in the LGBTQ racial and gender equity space. The first involved a class action victory on behalf of all transgender prisoners in the state of Illinois, who had been for a long time receiving very subpar and ineffective health care and mental health care.
In 2022, it was my pleasure to be part of Squire Patton Boggs' teams representing Amiki and Dovie Abbott, where we showed that gender-affirming care is not child abuse, and in the Seventh Circuit case where we showed that Illinois' gender name change laws were the most stringent in the country and unnecessarily so.
Similarly, in the housing space, we partnered with the Human Rights Campaign to develop new strategies that we learned under the Bostock Supreme Court case from the employment sphere and apply them to federally funded housing programs so that transgender individuals in particular cannot be discriminated against from accessing the housing that they need and deserve.
it's nice to have that feeling that you're pursuing truly just outcome, and it's going to make a tremendous difference for your client, her life, her family.
Major victory for us, our partners, sanctuary for families, and especially for survivors of domestic violence throughout the United States. And I think it's great that this will set precedent for similar future cases.
And our hope is, not only to give our clients a fresh new start, but also that our contributions and efforts will have a ripple effect on our clients' children and any future generations to come by giving them a chance to rewrite their futures.
I am proud that Ropes and Gray continues to fight to protect the rights of LGBTQ+ individuals.
Whether or not someone is able to live their true, authentic self should not depend on their ability to obtain legal counsel.
This kind of work embodies the mission of our pro bono program at Nixon Peabody. Is we're always striving to create and help create more inclusive and equitable communities, and use our legal skills to empower those who have the deck stacked against them for all the wrong reasons.
On behalf of the thousands of attorneys and professional staff at Skadden who have contributed to our firm's pro bono mission, we are honored and thrilled to be receiving the National Legal Aid and Defender Association's Beacon of Justice Award.
We salute the other very deserving recipients, and we look forward to celebrating with all of you soon. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to all the winners of this year's Beacon of Justice Awards. They are Akin Gump, Baker Hostetler, Baker McKenzie, Crowell and Mooring, Dechert, DLA Piper, Fried Frank, Hanson Bridgett, King and Spalding, Kirkland and Ellis, Kramer Levin, Latham and Watkins, McCarter and English, Mintz, Nixon Peabody, Ropes and Gray, Skadden, Squire Patton Boggs, Steptoe, Wilmer Hale, and Wilson Sonsini. Keep an eye out for the Beacon of Justice book coming later this summer, outlining the 2023 Beacon of Justice winners and their commitment to pro bono work.
Now again, I said, we're talking about heroes and heroines, and they were just on that screen. These are people who, if you work with them, you know that they really embody the commitment that their firms have to doing right by others, doing the work. Honestly, there is no higher call. And as you gather, there's a lot more to these stories. This is just a little bit that you saw. When you hear about the work that they're doing, when you look at this book that was described, a digital book that's coming out, outlining the path-breaking work of all these firms, you will be floored. So remember to get a copy of that book. On behalf of the NLADA and all of us in the legal community, congratulations again to this year's Beacon of